Ragazzi, look at him! Look at him! Romelu!
Romelu!
Romelu! No, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him.
Go get him.
Romelu! Get on CBS.
The microphone is being... Oh, there we go. Hand it over.
Oh my God.
Congratulations,
Oh my
big
God.
man. Nice to meet you.
This is the man. This is the man.
Smooth, huh?
This is the man.
Jamie, how are you, brother?
Congratulations.
You good? Romelu!
Big bro. Nice to see you.
Congratulations, sir.
Hein? Ouais, je te garde, ça va.
Tony. How are we feeling?
Huh?
How are we feeling?
Delighted. Sorry. Delighted. Big final. It was very important for us. You know, this year has been very complicated. You know, we were inconsistent in the league. We have to be honest. But I think we had a little turnaround in the last month where we've been consistent in the league and in the cups, and everybody's doing part of their job. You know, the manager is having a rotation system, and everybody's doing their job. You know, who plays, is doing his best for the team, and the players that come in, they do their best. So we have a common goal.
But your form as well is back to your best as well, especially when you're coming on in games.
Yeah. It was a very tough 5 or 6 months. I mean, he was part of it. You know, I think when I got injured, we didn't realize how tough of an injury it was because, you know, I'm an explosive type of player. So when you do your hamstring, it's very tough to come back, and I forced it. Obviously, at the World Cup, you guys could see I was not sharp. A month and a half, and you know, it was tough, but you know, I kept grinding, I kept working hard in training, and then when I got the opportunity, when I was fully fit, I just did my best for the team. You know, we have a common goal. Obviously, at the time, we couldn't challenge for the league anymore, but we knew that we had an opportunity in the Champions League and in the Italian Cup. So we're in both finals. Now we want to end as high as possible in the league and do well.
Rom, I want to talk about, first and foremost, congratulations, but I want to talk about the boss, Inzaghi.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we talk about the players and what you do, and he came under a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
How much credit do you give him to make you guys understand what was at stake and your role, all of you, whether you're on the bench or on the field, in this team right now?
Yeah.
Because sometimes coaches don't take a lot of credit, and criticism come a lot his way,
right.
But you have to give him credit. How much credit? How much?
Of course, a lot, because I think at one point, the start of the season, we tried at one point to play the high press, which is not our biggest strength, because the team won the league a few years ago playing counter-attacking football. Then last year it was a bit of a mix of flair, but still having the counter-attack. And this year we tried to change for the first 6 months, and we conceded a lot of goals in the first few games. And in this league, defense wins the championship. So at one point the managers just said, you know what, let's go back to our strengths from before. Let's just be compact and go from there and go forward as fast as possible. And I think that's where it started clicking, and we started scoring a lot of goals and winning games and conceding less.
Rob, I'm sure you're going to watch the game tomorrow, the other semi-final.
Yes.
I mean, you know Man City well, you've played in England a lot as well.
Yes.
I mean, who do you think is going to come out on top, and who would you like to face in Istanbul?
You know, it doesn't matter. You know, in this stage in your career, when you play finals, you know you're going to play the biggest teams. Man City is playing absolutely brilliant football. Pep Guardiola has a tactical plan every game, very different than the other teams in the Premier League, because every game there is a different pattern of play. So sometimes they might aim for the second post, where sometimes they might aim for the near post. So teams in the Premier League, they have difficulties adapting to that. Real Madrid, they have two wingers. They're absolute quality right now with Vinicius and Rodrigo. They are, you know, becoming world-class players. Valverde is coming through, playing in midfield now. So I just want to see a good game, to be honest, as a football fan. And then at the end of the day, may the best team win.
I don't. I just.
Can I ask you?
Start thinking
I have a
negatively.
crush on him. I can't talk with him.
You guys seem like you're close. Do you miss working with Thierry?
Yeah, I do.
Tell us about Thierry, the coach, though. Come on,
God.
give us some insight.
Very, very old school, very strict. You know, I think when we met, I was in Everton. I think it was my last season. And to be honest, I told him, like, you know what, like, I want to hear it from you, you know. Just give me the business. What can I do better? And we sat together for every day for that training camp. So 10 days, we sat together like 8 days, 2 hours watching Wild Scout every game and every clip. And then, yeah, there your touch was bad. There you did well. So it was always half and half. And then, you know, I had my best year in the Prem that year. And I played, and then from there in the national team, I just started scoring every game. So I'm very grateful to him. He still does it today.
It's tougher.
Yeah, but
perfectionist.
I like it, you know, like, you know, tough coaches that, you know, tell me the real things that I want to hear, because you don't want to be pampered all the time, I think.
Thierry, tell us about Ron the player. What do you like to work with?
Look, is a pain in the you know what, but in a good way. No, in a good way.
Defenders.
No, I was the same, because it's always for the good of the team. So he always try to challenge everybody. Me, the coach, his teammates, himself. At times he's very critical of himself, and that's why sometimes it can bring him down sometimes, because he doesn't see the positive side of it. But where I'm happy with him is that after the World Cup, it wasn't easy, trust me, and we won't go into details, because he knows I won't go into details on what happened sometime when we speak to each other. But he came back. He came back, and it's the first time I see him like that against proper adversity, where he's slowly but surely coming back and showing that he can deliver no matter what, even when everybody is against him. And that's the sign of greatness. So hopefully, whoever you meet in the final, you can have a good game, and you guys can hopefully win it, and I'll be happy for you. But you know, it won't be an easy one. Easy one. Sorry, it doesn't matter who you're gonna play. We'll talk about it after.
Romelu!
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
We just saw, very quickly, sorry, we just saw those pictures of the kind of the aftermath of the World Cup. And as Thierry said, that's private. I don't want to ask what was said or what went on in that moment. But just to, I guess in life, right, always in the highs when you're celebrating, everybody's there, right?
Yeah.
But when it's tough is when you really realize who's real for you. Is that something that you feel like will keep that bond strong?
Yeah, you know, it was very tough for me, like a tough couple of weeks, you know, where, you know, I was like on a bit of edge. I think for the first time in 15 years of playing football, you know, on that world stage, that I went through a moment like this, because I let my country down, you know. Playing for your country is something, you know, you guys know how it is, you know, it's something amazing. Then you play at the World Cup and you want to make the best out of it, because we all knew as players and the staff, we knew that this was our last chance. And to go out in the way how we did, the adversity that we had from the press in our country, it all came into our heads. So, you know, I took everything into my mind when I left the camp, and I really fell down. But, you know, in football, you know,
Highs and lows, right?
Yeah, it's highs and
Let's
lows.
speak about the highs. You just even the Champions League final.
I was getting depressed.
But
I was depressing.
It's nice. It's nice getting there.
I know San Siro loves you.
Yeah, I love it.
You know,
I
love you.
I know. But it's nice getting there. But you have to get the job done.
I will say something. I'll be honest. I'm not often worried, and that's not my normal reaction. What I did to Rome at the World Cup. Normally I'm more tougher than that, but I've changed recently. Anyway, that's a different ball game. But I have to say,
You gone soft?
For yeah, a bit. But when I have to. No, but joking aside, for 2 weeks I was worried, and he knows it, because I texted him every single day, just ask him how it was, because it wasn't easy. You guys didn't know what was happening and stuff like that, but it wasn't easy, and he came out of it. This is why I'm very proud of him. For Inter also, because you're not alone here, but he was really far from where he is right now. So hopefully he can carry on.
How many languages do you speak?
Right now, seven fluently. Yeah.
I'm on you.
Put you in the box.
Or whatever. No, that's not why I'm asking. I'm wondering if you've ever seen any of the clips from the show, and if you've had a chance to kind of judge Micah's Italian.
Yeah.
Tell me, what do you think?
Bene.
Ma tu parla veramente benissimo.
Scusi? Piano!
You need to come back to Italy more, man. Over the summer. Trust me. No. I tried it.
needs work,
I
right?
need his work, but it's fun. He's trying, which is nice.
Exactly, I'm trying.
Hey, listen, I had Ashley Young speaking Italian after 6 months.
Oh, really?
Ashley was good, you know. Actually, it was good because like Conte was speaking to him in Italian and he was replying. So
They got rid of him after 2 months. He was gone.
But it was a good experience, to be honest.
It was amazing.
Telling you.
Italy loves me, and I love Italy.
We love you, man.
Listen, we appreciate your
Thank you
time
very
so
much.
much. Thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
coming through. God
Thank
bless
you.
you. All the best
Thank
for
you.
the, for
Thank
the
you.
final.
Wait.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What I said wasn't for free. I want the shirt, man. Come on.
Oh!
You think it was for
man,
free?
listen,
Get the shirt off.
Because I have to do doping now.
Oh.
But I'll keep this for you.
The
I promise.
doping.
No,
what?
take it off.
No, man. Please.
Come on, on TV.
Come on.
Let's
I
see
will
the
keep it for
guns.
you.
No, hey, because you know he doesn't have my body, so he doesn't want to show that.
No, I'm getting into trouble.
Everyone gets into trouble on here.
Wow. I mean,
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Well,
Oh my
all
God.
right. We are when you're thinking, is it for dramatic effect?
I
What's
mean-
happening?
that's like a thinking bubble there, you know. Okay, there we go.
So well. Listen, we have a real treat coming up for you guys and for us as well. World-renowned chef Massimo Bottura is about to join us after the break. We'll be right back. Don't move. Well, in Italy, as you know, along with football, everybody is passionate about food, and joining us now is one of Italy's most famous chefs. His restaurant, Osteria Francescana, has been voted best in the world not once, my friends, not twice. Actually, yes, twice. Welcome, Massimo Bottura. We are so excited.
Grande.
Grande, grazie.
Wowee. I've had the pleasure of eating this food, everybody. Thierry, have you?
Did you?
No, the
Not
other
yet?
time.
Not yet, not yet.
We met somewhere,
Yes.
Google Camp, but we were just relaxing, chilling.
Yeah,
you know?
chilling, having fun, having fun,
You know.
having fun.
Massimo, obviously we can see you're wearing an Inter shirt. You're an Inter fan. Congratulations.
Yeah, I just received from Bastoni.
Bastoni.
Oh, can we give it to her? Can we show the name on the back?
Wow.
Hey, there we go.
Tonight shirt? Tonight?
Yeah, they just gave it to me.
Wow.
No, because Lukaku, Bastoni, they come to Australia.
Oh, they come, yeah.
Yeah, they come, especially Steven.
Oh.
Steven is crazy about our food. So,
Really?
Yeah, he's coming a lot. After the derby, the second goal that is called Lukaku, he texted me, and I said, oh, Steven, of course I'm going to give you the table. When? Wednesday? No, Tuesday. Okay. I won the Lukaku shirt after the derby. You know, when he was there like
He's
that.
stand- yeah, he
Do
stood
you
like that,
remember
yeah. Yes,
that
yes.
image? It's amazing. You know, it's like, and he brought it. He brought it with me, dedicated to myself. And you saw all the T-shirt back there.
I saw all your shirt collection. I know you're a huge fan.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming, right? 2010
Yeah.
was the last time you were in the final, and you won the final.
Yeah.
How hopeful are you?
The final is the final. It's one match. It's a single match. I would prefer the Manchester City because they have obsession to win, obsession to win. You know, Real Madrid, they are so used to that it's very difficult to me, it's much more difficult Real than Manchester City.
You think Manchester City are the weaker
Oh,
link, huh?
whoa.
No, he's a friend of mine, the owner, and the
Don't
guys.
speak, Micah, don't speak.
You're the weak link. Man City are the
No,
weak link.
it's
Oggi
like
tranquillo.
they are two giants. So we go there. We don't have anything to lose. It's one match.
You're
It's
trying to play reverse psychology.
Of course.
I see what you're trying to do
90
here.
minutes. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
Mai dire mai.
Mai dire mai. La rivincita, the revenge of the sardines against the lobsters.
Well, listen, I had the pleasure of spending some time with you, as I said. I came to your place of
Yes.
work. You've now come to my place of work. But we want to show people back at home a little bit more about you. So let's take a look at some of the time that Massimo and I spent together about a year ago this time, right?
Yep.
Yeah, take a look. So this is the area you call your playground. This is officially your
playground for adults. This is Inter, the Inter and Italian national team.
Do you have a favorite shirt in there?
This one, Ronaldo, il fenomeno,
The original.
the original one, dedicated to me. Thierry was a very good Ibrahimovic when he was playing for Inter. Lukaku when he scored the goal against AC Milan that we won the derby.
Have you cooked for most of these people?
Yeah.
This is a generalization, right? But oftentimes people who are very creative, artsy, right, aren't necessarily big sports fans. It's two worlds that don't always mix. Why do you have room?
No, they don't. Ronaldo, for example, eats just chicken breast and steamed vegetables all the time. But he tried what I was preparing for him.
What did you prepare for him?
Is cod, because he's Portuguese style, inside the raviolo. So he was eating that raviolo, and the raviolo exploded in his palate, and all the flavor, wow.
There's a full, I think, a 10-minute version, a half-an-hour version of that special. It's going to be airing on all CBS platforms, so make sure you check that out. What stood out to you there? Is it the Ferraris? Is it the Lambos? Is it the shirts? Is it the cook? I mean...
It was the convertible Ferrari at the end. Oh, grande.
SF90, tailor-made for me by John Elton.
No.
And I signed the car. Do you remember?
Tutto casuale, niente.
Tutto casuale. Stiamo lì.
You know what? I've never asked you. Why Inter?
Because my father was crazy about Inter, and he was like following Inter everywhere in Europe when he was winning 2 Champions League, Coppa dei Campioni and Coppa Intercontinentale, Elenio Herrera, Sarti, Burnic, Facchetti, Bedin, Guarnieri, Picchi, all the team, like historic team. I was watching the game on the side of Moratti, the son of Angelo Moratti, the Massimo Moratti who did the triplete with Mourinho and all the other guys.
Your wife's an American. Have you managed to convert her to the beautiful game?
Nope. No.
What's her game?
Does she watch CBS?
She loves read paintings, art, and
yeah.
and of course she watches CBS. CBS and yeah.
I tell you what, Micah might be interested to know. Am I right in thinking that you run the restaurants at the Gucci flagship stores?
Yes.
How about that, Micah?
Now you're speaking my language.
You will find Massimo wearing a whole lot of Gucci.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the inside like Gucci's.
Gucci Massimo. Bellissimo.
Yeah. We have 4 osteria everywhere in the world. One in Los Angeles, Rodeo Drive. One in Florence. In Piazza delle Signorie. One in Tokyo, Ginza, and one in Seoul.
Now,
So if you're ever there, give me a call. I'll find the table.
For sure, no problem. Thank you.
You're welcome.
you seem like the kind of man that won't find it hard to get tickets to things, but I guess the big question is, are you going to Istanbul?
I think so.
Yes.
Oh.
Does it feel like, again, I just have to be there?
I'm like everyone around me. They were saying, you should come. And I look at Steven. I said, Steven, I'm coming. Let's do it! Let's go!
How many people ask you for tickets for games?
2 friends.
That's it?
Yeah, 2. I had like 2 tickets, so I had to beg for 2 more.
Okay.
So 2 there and 2 on the other side.
And what about dinner the night before the Champions League final?
I was working, so
No,
very
the next one.
Oh, the
This
next one.
with us.
all right.
Are you
let's
gonna
do it.
cook? You gonna
Yes.
cook for us?
Are we planning? Istanbul. I know Istanbul very well.
Yes.
Yes.
So because I had a restaurant there, so we can really play some game. I don't know.
Okay.
Probably cooking. A foreign dinner.
Let me warn you about Micah's taste, though, because
You speak about them keeping clean sheets at the back. They've also scored in 9 of their 12 Champions League games this season. They get goals, they keep clean sheets, and you've got a few different players to keep an eye on in the final.
Well, absolutely. They've got a variety of attacking players. We've seen 3 there tonight that he's played. And he's not scared of putting them on either. I mean, obviously he started with 2. But then positive substitutions as well. They almost suck AC Milan here into the central area. It's not great defending. You've got that many bodies, and all of a sudden they play a simple ball out wide here to Martinez, and he just hits it. He just hits it as hard as he can, head down, and smacks it. But
I think we always say about, oh, it's near post, he shouldn't score. When you're that close and he hits it that low and hard, good connection, anywhere in the goal on target there, he should be scoring.
Yeah, I think, listen, it's a great goal, great finish on his left side. But if you look at AC Milan point of view, from the throw-in, Jake, it's a long throw. They don't win a second ball again. They're very passive. I mean, Inter Milan must touch the ball 15 to 20 times, and then it's in the back of the net, but not one AC Milan lays a glove on them.
he actually half mishits the finish as well, and he gets a lot of topspin on it because he doesn't hit it perfectly. I think if he absolutely flushes it at him, the ball trajectory goes right towards the goalkeeper, because as he mishits it, almost dips low in an awkward position for the goalkeeper. So, but yeah, in that situation, pace and power on the shot is probably always the main thing.
It was tonight. Well, it was jumping in the stadium a good hour and a half before the game got going. You saw how loud it was during the match as well. So I wonder how busy and loud it is in there now. A little while after the match, I'm sure the Inter Milan fans will party long into the night. Let's go back pitch side and join Seema. Good evening, Seema. What a game, what a night, what a result for Inter.
They certainly are here, and I think they're going to be here for some time. It has been an incredible result for them, and I think the fans will be here for some time, long into the night. Owen and I were sat in commentary, and the stand was shaking, wasn't it? And we've just seen all of the players, kids come out onto the pitch. It's been an incredible atmosphere overall.
Yeah, atmosphere has been absolutely fabulous. To be fair, Inter played brilliant. You know, over the two legs, they were by far the better team. I think the boys in the studio mentioned the squad's deeper. They're a little bit more experienced, a little bit older. They've got a clear identity in how they want to play. They got the back three, they got the two wing backs, three experienced ball players in midfield. When they can play, they play, and then they get it forward really quickly. So obviously, Man City and Real Madrid are favourites, but I think they showed today that Inter that they're a fantastic team. They keep a lot of clean sheets, and they got a lot of players in there, James, especially at the top of the pitch. You know, they got four different attackers that they can rotate. I think Rio mentioned he's got to pick who's going to play, whether it's Dzeko to Lukaku, but this is a very, very good Inter team.
It is, and you've got to salute the job that Simone Inzaghi has done, because he took over when Antonio Conte said, this club cannot match my ambition, got financial problems. I remember a week after Inter won the league under Conte, the president of the club turned up at the training ground and said, you all have to take a 15% pay cut. And then players left. They sold Lukaku, they sold Hakimi, they've lost players on free transfers, even Perisic. You think of Skriniar, their best defender, in January said, I'm joining PSG, not in the squad anymore. And he still managed to get this team not only to a Champions League final, Coppa Italia final as well, win the Super Cup. I mean, he's done an extraordinary job. And I know as much as people will be saying Real Madrid and Man City will be favourites, the Inzaghi brothers, they don't half know their way around a Champions League final.
So who do you think that they would rather face in the final, Real Madrid or Manchester City?
I think all the Milan fans who are still behind us, they all want Real Madrid, coached by Carlo Ancelotti, to take on this Inter team. Yeah. Because Carlo, obviously his past with Milan, his history in this competition as well, Madrid's history in this competition, they believe that means something. It's something that City have still got to get over, that hump in that sense. And I think in some respects, this Inter team, they'd be very respectful of City, but I think they'd fancy themselves more, which would sound crazy to an English audience, but I think that's probably where they're at.
And Owen, from your perspective, we talked about you winning the Champions League here all those years back. What was it like for you to be back here tonight, and how much did you enjoy the atmosphere? I asked Rio last week if it made him want to be out here again playing football. Did it have that effect on you?
Yeah, but to be fair, this is one of the best feelings you'll ever get as a player of Seema. You know, obviously winning a trophy is the best. You know, but the boys in the studio, they've been in the semi-final and you win. And to know you're going to go to a final is such a highlight in your career. It doesn't happen very often, especially for an Inter team like this. You think about all the great sides we have in the Premier League and English football. For these guys to get to a final is a huge achievement. You think about PSG and all those different sides. So they'll be celebrating. This is a great feeling, but they'll want to finish the job. I know they're underdogs in the final, but I think they show the fact that defensively they're such a good side. You know, the boys mentioned about Onana, what a fabulous goalkeeper. You know, in possession can make saves. The back three are great. They got the wing backs, the midfield three. They just, I liked what Inzaghi's done with this group of players. I think there'll be a problem in the final.
James, you know the City well. How long will it take us to get out of here now?
We're going to be here for a long time, Seema, but I'm fine with that.
We're going to camp here for a while here, Jake, but it's been a fantastic night and a memorable one here at San Siro.
Enjoy it, savour it, make the most of it. Look, we speak so much about being in a final, what it means to win a final. Give us an idea, all three of you, of what it's like when you win a semi-final and you know you go into the big one.
I've got to say, it's one of the biggest feelings, because it's more of a sense of relief. I don't know how you felt. I just thought, like, wow, I'd got to semi-finals before, I'd lost, I'd got to quarter-finals, and you just think, is it too big a mountain to climb and to get to the top of? And when you get there, that sense of relief and that coming together as a team, like, we're there, you don't even think about the final, it's just we're there, enjoy this moment, and obviously then you start thinking about who you're going to go up against. And these guys, obviously the Inter Milan players, can enjoy tonight, and then they'll sit back and comfortably watch the game tomorrow. And I'm not sure who they'll actually prefer to get, to be honest with you.
Can you imagine that feeling though against Man City, Rio? If you can relate to that, what they've gone through the last few weeks, the pressure, the stress, what they've had to carry, you know, to deliver for your set of fans against a local rival. I mean, we had it a lot against Chelsea from a Champions League point of view, domestic derby, if you like, but that is a rivalry. They're sharing the stadium, they're living in the same city. The pressure and the stress that they must have been under. So to deliver, you can see the scenes there. It's fantastic to see.
Yeah, it's a long season, isn't it? We forget, you know, with the World Cup being a part of this season as well, it's a long old grind, and to get to the end of it and have something big to play for, it's what every fan dreams of as well. So they'll be partying in Milan tonight.
They will.
As years. You know.
Oh, we're excited. We're excited about tomorrow night. OK, well, let's get straight into it then. What are we expecting?
I'm expecting a tactical masterclass. I don't know who's going to give us the best version of themselves, but the way that these two teams went at it last time from a tactical perspective was so intriguing to see the two teams different in a lot of the things they do, but the end product from both teams is always there to see. You've got killers, individual killers on the Real Madrid team, and you've got a team that just functions so well when playing well, a well-oiled machine in Manchester City that just get things done. And they're the favourites going into every single game that they play, and I have them as favourites at the Etihad.
Yeah, I think it'll take a similar pattern to last week in terms of possession. I think City will dominate that. I think they'll ask a lot of questions at Real Madrid. And then it boils down to, can they keep them out and carry a threat? Because with Vinicius on one side, you know, Benzema's quality, midfielders joining it, you can never write this Madrid team off. They know they can score at any given moment. They know how to handle the heat, handle the ball, handle away grounds. We've seen it at Anfield, 2-0 down, no panic. Completely dominated Liverpool in the second half, so they're capable of winning this football match. That's why it's so intriguing.
Yeah, it is. It's a brilliant game. I just think Manchester City now, Rio touched on it before in terms of the experience. Yes, they've never won it, but they've done those hard yards now. They've felt the pain. They probably understand it a lot more now than they ever have done. So I don't think they're going to be as inexperienced as they were last season, basically throwing the game away when they were better for 170 minutes out of the 180 against Madrid. I just think that at home, I think they've got the quality. I can see them going on and winning the treble, of course, this season. They're that good.
We had such a great view, didn't we, from the 8th tier of Real Madrid, the 8th floor of that stadium last week. It was like a proper game of chess. But one thing that constantly caught your eye was Rudiger and Haaland. And since then, there's been all those great little videos on Twitter of Rudiger just like roughing him up, getting in and around him, being a total pest. You play him again tomorrow night, don't you, having done a job like that in the first leg against him?
I think you have to. I think he was composed, he was aggressive, he got up and close and made sure that Haaland knew where he was. I think that too many defenders in this season have kind of been in awe of him a little bit and have been afraid and have seen what he possesses as his stature's there for all to see, and he's aggressive, but he wasn't scared of that, Rudiger, and he met it toe-to-toe. But I think I think that's the intriguing part. There's so many individual battles.
I think he loves it.
Yeah, he wants it.
He thrives off that contact. I think that's his game. He wants the contact. He wants the fight. He's right up for it. I think that's a big part of his game. He loves it.
And do you think we're going to see Kyle Walker, Vinicius? Is that going to be a battle again, do you reckon?
100%.
It's going to be absolutely, yeah. Do you know what? I thought Kyle Walker did brilliant. I know he scored, Vinicius, but I thought he did brilliant. And it was fascinating, the tactical battle, let's say, on that side, because Vinicius does no defending whatsoever. We're watching him, he literally stands there. It doesn't help at all. And that can hinder your team sometimes, but it can't half help when you win the possession, you just ping it straight out wide. Well, Kyle Walker was not joining in.
Kyle Walker defensively is the best back in the world.
But he wasn't going forward at all.
No, but he doesn't have to, because the way they play and the amount of tackles they've got in the team, he's got a job just to stop him. And there's no one better. You couldn't pick a better individual for the 1v1 to put up against him. He's done a fantastic job, but the thing for Kyle is he's got to go and do it again.
Yeah, and I think
do it again.
The biggest part, you can be a great defender and you can have all the attributes that are needed. And he's got all the perfect attributes to combat someone like Vinicius, the pace, the power, the aggression. But you need to have a mentality that I will, and I'm going to do it today. And he had that at the Bernabeu, and he's got to do the same again here at the Etihad.
The tactical swing in that second half actually came on the other side, didn't it?
Yeah.
When we were watching it, it was like Modric started playing almost a left-back area, and Camavinga was there, and it almost like they filled that area. And Pep Guardiola mentioned it after the game that we lost the tactical edge in that second half. So it's going to be fascinating to see.
They were both
again.
vulnerable when they had control, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Goals went in against the run of play.
When we thought it was coming for City, bang.
Yeah.
So dangerous the other
versa.
way, and then vice versa. Madrid come into the game, you know, are they going to get and then next thing, City, De Bruyne. That's why they're the best teams in the world. They've got individuals that can just change the game at any given moment.
And that's one thing I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Like, we've seen big games where Pep's done something out of the ordinary. Will he do that again tomorrow?
Let's see. We've got Michael and Rio with us. You'll be watching on the sofa at home, I presume, will you?
No, I'll be in Dubai.
Watching from Dubai. Who wins it?
City just.
A City Inter Milan final. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I enjoyed that this evening. And after 10 years of...
Position maintenant. Alors, que se passe-t-il? Le buteur Hakim Ziyech est resté au sol.